and I want to show them my background.
Well, if you haven't received your estate tax refund
in their pockets. The state also is a winner this year. Alabama stands to gain close to $90 million in state tax revenue. Most of that money will be put to a good use. A new computer system is in the works. It will speed up the processing of tax returns beginning next year. But that can't help you if your return is done incorrectly. Over 30% of all returns are flawed. The biggest mistake? Forgetting to sign that good old 1040. Federal tax returns are also ahead of schedule. Over 99% of the returns have been mailed out. Harry D'Antonio, Newswatch 32.
Well, the AT&T strike on long-distance competitors to the long-distance service should be doing better, or should they? Tommy Bone, sales manager for telemarketing communications of Montgomery, says the only thing their company has felt from the strike is a maintenance slowdown.
It would have probably the same type of... From an operational standpoint, we really haven't experienced any problems at all. The majority of the AT&T network is automated, and the fact that we are brokering their network, it would have about the same effect as it would if you were an AT&T customer.
Bone believes AT&T will be slowed down by the strike, but the company should be giving its competitors more opposition as soon as the dispute is settled.
Terribly hot day today. Any relief in sight?
Don't think so. Not for the next few days. How about the weekend? Wasn't that unbearable?
Yeah, I had one shower just briefly that gave me a little relief, but then it got real sticky after the shower.
Was that indoors or outdoors, the shower?
I think it was outdoors.
Has your air conditioner stopped at all? I just wondered.
Oh.
No, thank heavens.
It's going to be like that, so I guess Alabama Power will love all of us in the near future, especially with temperatures like 90 degrees and a low of 75 degrees. Right now it's 83 degrees with relative humidity at 52%. Winds out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. Barometer is falling at 29.96 inches of mercury. And at Danley Field, they reported no rainfall. There was some scattered activity around the Montgomery area, but where they counted and make it official, there was no rainfall. Let's go to the national satellite. And this is going to be quite, it's not going to tell the whole picture because as we can see right now, a lot of scattered cloud cover all the way into Alabama and into Georgia in association with this warm front into a cold front. It's not really telling the story, so we're going to go over this and go to our local satellite, be able to show you some of that heavy concentration of thunderstorms that is occurring right now in South Alabama and in North Alabama. We noticed right here around Mobile where they have had a traveler's advisory for floods along U.S. Highway 98. They had to close a few exits right there just this morning, and it's just by rush hour this afternoon they have been able to open those exits. So a lot of heavy thunderstorm activity in that area. Here we can see by the red cloud, high intensity of those clouds, thunderstorms here, also out at Atlanta where they have reported tennis ball size hail, which has been causing damage, as you can well aware from that situation there. Also heavy thunderstorms ranging all the way down to Florida from the Keys all the way up to Tampa. You notice over in Mobile a lot of scattered activity. If you're going to be planning outdoor activities for the next few days, you might want to do it in the morning or in the evening. During the daytime, it's just going to feel all sticky and everything. Let's check some temperatures from around the region. 83 degrees right now in the capital city, 90 in Dothan, 75 in Mobile where that rain has provided some relief. We're not so fortunate. Huntsville reported over an inch of rain and Muscle Shoals over 2 inches in the past few hours. 84 degrees in Meridian, 87 now in Huntsville, 88 in Birmingham, and 84 in Atlanta. For us, we're not going to be counting too much on that rain. We do have a chance of about a 20% chance tonight of rain, warm thunderstorms. They're not warm thunderstorms. Actually, it's warm temperatures along with thunderstorms, 20% with a low of 74 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. Now, tomorrow and on Wednesday, we can expect those thunderstorms to increase as the daytime heating does so, but we're going to get the humidity along with that. Expect highs tomorrow 92 with light south winds. Looking ahead to Tuesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 72 with, once again, a chance of thunderstorms. And Wednesday, humid, humid, humid with 92 and 72. And sorry, I
think Paul needs to do a rain dance for everybody.
I hate those warm thunderstorms,
yeah,
too.
Those warm thunderstorms, but boy, we need some relief. I wonder, cool thunderstorms, maybe that.
All right. Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome.
was an echo. That's what I just wanted to explain what that was. This was an echo. Nice weekend for sports.
There were some echoes going on in the Boston Garden yesterday, actually, and then most of them are ringing in one particular player's ears.
Oh, really?
Which one is that, Matt?
I'm not giving that away. I'll tell you right now. Sunday, the Boston Garden crowd turned Sampson into Delilah, and the Boston Celtics, in turn, hung up their 16th championship banner. Ralph Sampson, who was involved in that fight in Game 5, if you'll remember, was punchless in Game 6. One player that came in fighting trim, Larry Bird, as usual, he pumped in 29. Now, every time Ralph Sampson touched the ball, Boston faithful were ready with the boos, and it did seem to rattle a 7-footer. He only scored 8 points in the final and was not a factor. As usual, Larry Bird was a factor. Tourney MVP, 29 points, as the Celts built up a 30-point lead. This was Boston's 41st home victory of the season. The Bird-Johnson-Ainge trio working to perfection. Boston built a lead as great as 30 before they brought the subs in, and Houston managed to make it respectable, 114-97.
You know, even when they came back to tie it up, it was, I just sensed that it was our game all the way because we came out ready to play. I've maintained all along.
Actually on, the conference has begun accepting applications and will do so until July 1st if you think you're qualified. League presidents will eventually make the final decision on a commissioner. The search, of course, became necessary when McWhorter announced his resignation for health reasons. And despite losing star runner Liz Lynch, the University of Alabama women's track team finished second in this weekend's national meet in Indiana. Lynch became ineligible for NCAA competition after it was learned she ran for money previously. Longtime Tide coach John Mitchell resigned as a result. Texas, by the way, won that event. It was a long time coming, but Tim Richmond finally got his victory at Long Pond, Pennsylvania. This week, Lewis Golson, tournament director of the Blue-Gray softball tournament. Mr. Golson tells us the tourney is considered the oldest continuous fast-pitch tournament, that's a mouthful, in the country, according to the National Fast Pitch Association. Now, the tournament doesn't start until Friday around 6:45, but Mr. Golson is already hopping.
Well, there are some details that has to be attended to, different things that has to be done. You know, when you get 25 teams together, there's always something's going to go wrong. Somebody's going to need some information, and I've had 4 or 5 calls today of people calling in, wanting to know when they were going to play.
Since Montgomery has the Division II World Series, we'll call the Division I edition that other series. Tonight, the championship game of the Division I World Series, it's Arizona against Florida State. Now this, the actual Olympic torch, will make a stop in Montgomery Sunday morning, 10:20 at Evangel Temple, all meant to drum up support for the Alabama Sports Festival.
I'm excited for future Olympics. Mainly what Montgomery and Alabama has been known for is their football, and what they're trying to do is get everyone excited in other sports, not only football. So they're trying to push this for future Olympians.
Yes, there are other sports other than football. The festival, by the way, officially opens June 20th at Sanford. Now, time for permitting from here on out, we'll give you some results from Victoryland. Here's what the track had to offer today. The Quinella double, no outright winner today. The 3.58 all paid $729.80, while the 3.53 all brought back $36.60 to its backers. Mac, I've covered horse racing in other parts of the country, and I've never heard of a Quinella double, so think how lucky we are. Only we have it. I do understand the part about $729.80, though.
You didn't? I don't understand any of it. When you take me over there, you bring all the money and tell me how to do it.
We'll work on that.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Okay.
Well, the biggest one-day loss ever was posted on Wall Street today as institutional sell programs went into effect. The Dow Industrial Average fell a record 46 points, while declining issues led gainers by nearly 6-1. Trading was active as about 124 million shares changed hands.
Let me come into my home.
Well, that's the governor. Now let's meet his crack staff. Here's his secretary, his chief aide, his PR man, his German cook, and Benson, the governor's right-hand man.
Ow!
Right, Governor?
I have no idea what I have to say.
Future is in good hands, as seen today at the Future Farmers of America's land judging. The up-and-coming agronomists were displaying their know-how in setting up farms and farm structures. But this contest, as shown through the contestants' determination, wasn't just for fun. Serious farming practices also take place. From farming timber to deciding how to place a septic tank, these students get the dirt on farming. Even though many contestants admitted they didn't want to go into farming as a career, most agree that they learned in contests like this what was applicable in other fields.
Well, today one Montgomery student is $1,000 richer. Lee High School senior Annette Bianca Hilton won the 1986 Capital City Kiwanis Club Merit Scholarship. Hilton, who was chosen from 18 applicants, ranked 7th in a class of 530 Lee High seniors.
Thank you very much. This is very generous of you, and I really do appreciate it. And I think it will help a lot of seniors in years to come because, you know, college is very expensive and everything, and it's a great encouragement to the community. Thank you.
Miss Hilton is a member of the National Honor Society, will enter Auburn University this fall. She plans to major in landscape architecture. Also, Montgomery Mayor Emery Farmer commended Hilton on her award. He also spoke about a plan to deter crime in Montgomery by overlapping shifts during high crime times. That's a look at our news. Thank you for joining us. Good night.